Somewhere over the rainbow, birds fly, over the rainbow.
Hello everybody, this is Ogre Boy, and I'm going to be doing my review for the 2019 movie Good Boys. So, in this movie, a group of young boys on the cusp of becoming teenagers embark on an epic quest to fix their broken drone before their parents get home. So, this is a really, really fun movie. The three main characters in here, Max, Thor, and Lucas, are all just really lovable kids. They're really likable. They're funny as heck. And they carry the movie really well and everything. And Max is played by Jacob Tremblay, who was in the movie Room with Brie Larson and everything. I think that was his very first movie, and I think he got an Oscar nomination for his performance in that movie. And he's like really young when he got nominated for it and everything. And he's really good in this movie too. I think he's been in a few other movies that I've seen, but he's one of those kid actors that's been in a lot of good stuff and everything, and he's really good in this movie. And I think that Brady Noon as Thor is really good too. He's really funny. I think he's the funniest of the three, although my favorite of the three is Lucas, played by Keith L. Williams. But I think they were all good in here, and all play their roles really well. And the jokes in here are just absolutely hilarious. A lot of it relies on the innocence of the kids not understanding what they're talking about when they're talking about adult subjects and stuff and everything. There's just parts that are really funny in here. And one of my favorite parts of the movie is actually at the very end of the movie when they're playing on the sex toy swing in one of the kids' mom's bedroom and stuff, and his sister comes up there and is like, Mom and Dad do sex on that and stuff, and they're like, oh, because they thought it was just like some kind of swing or something. It was just really funny and everything. And this movie has a lot of really fun moments. It kind of reminded me of like a young version of Superbad in a lot of ways, is what I thought it was going to be like. And it wasn't really like Superbad. It is its own thing, but you could tell that it does take inspiration from comedies like that and stuff, but they have little kids in it instead of adults. And I thought it was a pretty unique premise for a raunchy comedy and everything, and I think it worked pretty well and everything. So I really enjoyed Good Boys quite a bit, but there's a lot of really fun moments. The part where they're going across the highway is a lot of fun, and everything. And I love the ending too. Like, the ending has a lot of heart and everything, and a lot of these raunchy comedies from the early 2000s did that too. And I think that Gene Stupnitsky, who directed this movie, he also directed a new movie that I'm going to be reviewing here pretty soon called No Hard Feelings, which is another raunchy comedy with Jennifer Lawrence. I think this dude is like really inspired by Judd Apatow, because he has like some really big similarities to his stuff and everything, and you could tell that, like, I don't know, it's just the way that he writes the stories and stuff. The first two acts focus heavily on the comedy, and then it gets more serious and stuff towards the end and everything. And I think that this director is really inspired by Judd Apatow and does a really good job with his movies and everything. And so far he's done 2 movies, and I've been impressed with them and everything. But this one is a lot of fun. I really love this one. It was a really good debut for him and everything. And it was really, really crazy. The movie theater I'm working at now closed down in 2019, and the very last movie I saw at the theater was this one and everything. And now I'm working at that theater and got to see No Hard Feelings a few years later and everything. But I love Good Boys. I think it's a lot of fun and everything. And I really enjoyed it. I can't wait to see what Gene Stupnitsky does next, because he's a really promising comedy director and everything. I hope he takes his time with his movies and gets them right, like Judd Apatow does with his movies. The ones he directs, he takes his time on, and usually they're really good. I've enjoyed all the ones I've seen, but this movie is really enjoyable. So I'd give Good Boys an A. I think it's a really enjoyable movie. I don't really have any complaints on it. There, like all comedies, there might have been a couple jokes that I just didn't think landed as good as some of the others and stuff, but that you get that with all comedies. There's going to be some jokes that don't always land. I don't think there was really a comedy where every single joke lands every single time and everything, but this one is really enjoyable, and it's definitely worth checking out. So let me know in the comments what you think of Good Boys, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.
Hee hee!